Well, over the next few weeks, top Republicans are taking a closer look at what went wrong during this election cycle and how to fix it. They're polling voters, talking to volunteers and donors, and meanwhile, just this week, House Majority Leader John Boehner said there is really no Tea Party to speak of anymore. So does the Republican Party need to change its image? Joining us now, Republican National Committee Communications Director Sean Spicer and Amy Kramer, the chairman of the Tea Party Express. Welcome to the both of you. I know this was a very big, disappointing week that both of you are still reacting to. There's a lot of soul-searching going on right now, saying that the Republican Party needs to get a grip and take a look at where it missed the mark in this past election. Sean, a lot of folks are upset that the Republican Party did not factor in the real vibe with the youth vote, with women, with Hispanics.
Well, look, we lost, okay, and but we did a lot of things really, really well. I think our ground game was strong. We did much better in the battleground states than we did in 2008. And in fact, President Obama did much worse than he did in 2008. Our fundraising was off the charts. But we
Let me jump in
to
here for just a second, because we just got some breaking news that I want to alert to. The Associated Press is now reporting that the state of Florida is an Obama win. Florida topping Romney in the final electoral vote tally, 332 to 206. That is the way it stands. This had to take place over a period of days, the counting. So now we know, Sean, that Florida goes in the Obama column. Another
nail in the coffin there for the week. But again, part of what we need to do is we need to do a full analysis, and that's what Chairman Priebus has ordered us to do. And that means looking at what we did well and what we didn't do well. There's no silver bullet. There's no one-trick pony why we didn't win. But we need to evaluate the ground game, the research, the data, every aspect of what we did in terms of messaging and mechanics, and say where can we do better and how do we do it better. Some of the solutions are going to be things that we can fix really quickly, and some of them are going to be need to be taken over a number of years. But to point fingers in any one direction is really a short-sighted way of making people feel good about this election. We have some issues that have to get dealt with in a lot of areas.
Amy, what do you make of the Speaker's comments that Tea Party really isn't a factor at this moment?
Well, I would say to him, Speaker Boehner, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. If anything, this emboldens the Tea Party movement, and we're going to continue to fight. You know, 2 times in the past several years have we seen Americans reach out and say, how do I get involved? And that was when the Supreme Court ruling came down on Obamacare, and then with the election results earlier this week. So we are not going anywhere. We're going to continue to fight.
A lot of the candidates lost. The Tea Party candidates.
But you know what? But the thing is, Uma, it's Tea Party candidates, it's moderates. We lost. I mean, and elections have consequences. It's sad. It's, emotional, and we hate it. Nobody wants to lose. But at the end of the day, we have to figure out where we went wrong and fix it so that we can go on and we can take back the Senate in 2014 and then, take back the White House in 2016. We cannot just sit back and say, okay, well, we're done. Washington's spending is out of control, and that's all we're focused on. We want to rein in that out of control spending and have Washington live within their means. And we are an issues-oriented movement. I mean, of course, we supported Governor Romney, and most Tea Party candidates worked their hearts out. I mean, did everything they could to elect Mitt Romney as president. But you know what? We're not giving up. We're not going away.
Let me say that a lot of conservatives are saying, why should the GOP have to be seen as more moderate? That it really should be something where the conservatives are saying, stick to your conservative principles. That's what will attract people to the party.
Well, I don't think there's any question when it comes to that. I mean, our issues are sound. Our principles are sound. That's not why we lost, and I agree with Amy. Moderates lost, conservatives lost, Tea Party folks won, moderates won. So this is not a finger-pointing exercise. We need to continue to be strong on our principles and what this party has stood for. We need to focus on reining in spending and cutting the deficit. But that's not why we need to, and then look at the mechanics of how we can win again in 2013, 2014, 2016, and 2020.
Amy, you've got 10 seconds.
I do think that immigration is front and center, obviously. It's something we're going to have to deal with, and we need to reach out and figure out how we reach out to the youth. I have a 22-year-old daughter, and I mean, you know, a lot of them supported Governor Romney, but obviously they went for Obama, and we need to figure out how to reach out to them and engage them. And I think it's about educating people on economic policy and how it all works.
Lots of work to be done on this front. All right.
Absolutely.
I wish you both the best. Thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.